Whoa, ready, steady, go. We're live. Think. It's not showing anyone. It says 0 eyes are watching. How's that possible? Are you guys 0? I don't think so. Let's check in on who's here. I gotta get my glasses on too. Hey, Doug, been watching you since you took over Ed in Exile. Eric in Albuquerque. Nice to see you, Eric. Welcome. There's Lawrence. Howdy, Doug, from Deer Park, Texas. That's me saying I'm on my way. Happy Saturday, Doug. There you go. Jed Eckerd. Nice to have you here, buddy. Okay. Oh, man. I had a rough night sleeping last night. I took my son John turned 17 today. So I took him out to dinner last night to a dump. Oh, there's Michigan. Rick Preed. Thank you for coming in. I took him to a dump pub, like a sports bar, and we had burgers. And I got a little touch of something last night, so didn't go well. But he's 17. The beloved Miss Tenaple is off on a church retreat. So I'm here at the home, and I did do a live stream earlier today. But this one I got new stuff. There's a petition to boot Fani Willis. It's got like 46,000 signatures, and they need to get to 50,000. So I'm going to show you guys the website. You don't have to do it. I'm just saying, if you want to help out, then there you go. But that's the big news of the day is she's in trouble. There's a lot of people besides just the Trump team getting her off the case. There's a number of different prongs still working, and they're still active. So just because Judge McAfee said she can stay on, it doesn't mean it can't get appealed. Doesn't mean it's not going to go away. And even still, that's if she can have this thing go. It looks like the new date is August. There's no way she can seat a jury in time. Maybe it goes right when Trump, it should take about 2 months to put a jury together, and they have a grand jury. But it's just, there's going to be a lot of people dismissed for politically stuff. There's my Bethlehem people. Why isn't she going to jail? Well, she might still. It could just, these things are slow. Everyone, I saw, a lot of lawyers, they're like, hey, slow down, man. We have a judicial process here. You can't just grab someone and throw them in the clink. I want her in the clink, but I'm saying, and there'd be nothing better than to have her have to sit in that Fulton County jail, the one that has bed bugs. So she'd go, I should have done something about this. This place is a dump, even for a jail. My Curious George, Lucky Curious George coffee mug. Yes, God bless America. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. We're live here on Saturday, and I'm just kicking back. I did all my work, so this is my after work party. And I got to thank you guys for subscribing. Give us a thumbs up. Keep reminding each other in the chat to hit the thumbs up. And of course, you guys are all commenting, so you're already doing it right. That pushes this thing out to everybody, I think. I got to make sure there's so many things on these streams I have to remember to do. And speaking of bugs, speaking of bed bugs, we got the cicada things coming this month. All the cicadas are going to come out, the great conjunction of cicadas. We have the Eclipse on Monday, if you're in the path. Now, the upper left-hand corner of Tennessee is right in the path, but we're going to take a drive out, I think, to Kentucky. I'm trying to go up there with my daughter, and we're going to try and see the eclipse. So maybe I don't know, take some footage and show you that. It's supposed to be a total blackout. We've been to one other a couple of years ago out here in Tennessee. Yes. Cicada burgers. Eat the bugs. Okay, everyone's ready to dump her now. There's DeSantis for VP. I like that too. I haven't heard his name pushed around. The conflict with Trump before the election might have cost him that. I have heard a new name this week that I think you guys might find interesting is Tom Cotton. Tom Cotton has a lot of experience. I haven't heard it from the Trump camp. I heard it from a couple other people. And then JD Vance, I think, is in the lead right now as the other guy. Salute, Doug. From Doug in Detroit. That's like being in exile. Being in Detroit, that's a $2 super chat. Thank you, D. James ZW. There's a super sticker for $5 from Neon Bright. Thank you. Okay, well, I'll give you just a real quick glimpse of this article. Let me see here. Where's my article at? Right here. So this I got from Newsweek. And I will actually go to the website that has this, not let an expert, there you go. Fani Willis disqualification petition gets 43,000 signatures. So this is one of those oversight boards gathering up signatures. And I think they're going to get her. We're really close. And I hope our show can help put it over the top. It depends on how many people. We have 1,700 people in here now. So we'll go to the site together. I'll show you where to look. Okay. A petition to have Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis disqualified from former President Donald Trump's election interference case has received more than 43,000 signatures. Now that's impressive. And by the way, this isn't the end all be. I mean, this isn't the end of it all. This is one of probably, I would say, 4 legitimate, maybe 5 legitimate prongs to get her kicked from the case. And that's if she doesn't get disbarred for illegally recording the phone call. That's a felony. I mean, there's all kinds of charges racking up on this gal. Poor Fani. Here's Dina Jen 21, $10 super chat. Thank you, Dina. Greetings from Omaha, Nebraska. Oh yeah, we're following Nebraska too. What do you think, Dana? Are they going to change their electoral system and give Trump their electoral vote, or are they going to stay with the? There's a lot of news about Democrat money basically manipulating Nebraska so that it ends up not being a Republican state, which is weird. I don't get it all. There's a lot of convoluted legal theory stuff that I don't fully understand. Why, there's Buzzy181, $3 super sticker. Thank you. Okay, we're going to get to the next paragraph on this article here. I'll make me a little smaller and the text a little bigger. Willis found herself embroiled in a scandal pertaining to a romantic relation. We all know that, so we're going to skip that. This is how they pad out an article. They just do a review of it. Okay. Let's go down to, they're going back to her indicting Trump. Dude, oh, there we go. The petition from American Center of Law and Justice, the ACLJ. You've heard me do news on these guys before. They're big. It's not just some weird side event. A conservative Christian-based legal organization is under 7,000 signatures short of its 50,000 goal as of Friday morning. That's yesterday morning. Now, the case is being appealed and we're taking action, the petition reads. Our senior legal team, including our own former GA prosecutor, Georgia prosecutor, is filing a critical amicus brief urging the Georgia Court of Appeals to hear this vital case and disqualify Fani Willis. Now, what's the big deal with this? Well, they can use this, put this in evidence. It's emotional, but it's not entirely unreasonable. And they can say, look, we have 50,000 signatures, say she should go. The matter of Willis's removal remains in limbo, although Judge McAfee allowed the district attorney to remain on the prosecutorial path last month. He also granted Trump and his co-defendants requests. That is, he literally requested them to appeal his ruling to the Georgia Court of Appeals. The appeals court will now determine whether to review McAfee's ruling. The lower court judge had allowed Willis to stay on the case as long as Special Prosecutor Wade stepped down. Wade resigned. Quote, this isn't just about President Trump. This is about ending the two-tier justice system and defeating political prosecutions. Georgia is ground zero in this fight, but the petition continues. We're filing on behalf of every American because this impacts your vote, constitutional system of justice. Okay, I'm going to go back up real quick and show them the name because you can Google this yourself. You put in the American Center for Law and Justice. That's how you get to the website. There's Lenny Davis, 1982 Mongo, just became a member of our channel. Thank you for supporting us at $5.99 a month. And just so you guys know, I did an exclusive stream this morning with my people. So there's one If you look under live streams under this channel, click that live stream tab. You'll see one video from this morning. I had coffee with everyone. My hair was straight up. I got out of bed. I had giant bags under my eyes, and I turned the camera around so you could see this desktop and how I do this thing and what the lighting looks like. We took a peek in that bedroom there. We took a peek in my kitchen, and then I went over there and sat down and described how I choose what news I do. So I think I'm going to do that for my members at least once a week, have a sit-down coffee with them, members only. I'm not trying to do a whole bunch of exclusive content or create a paywall where you don't get to enjoy the channel, but the members are going to get a behind the scenes stuff. So it's not going to be me working or doing actual articles like this. It's more like, how do I make a thumbnail? Maybe I'll do a live record while I'm recording on camera and you can see me making all my mistakes. So it's really more of an inside look to the people who are helping pay directly for the channel. Now, all of you are paying for the channel if you watch commercials on this channel. So don't get me wrong. You're all paying for just the regular daily videos just fine. And you guys are doing a great job on that. Thanks for your views. I don't take it for granted. I'm just super appreciative right now. Okay, so now let's get to that website, okay? So that is the American Center for Law and Justice. I'll close this out. And you know what I'll do is let me put this link in the description right now. And then you can just click on the hot link. So let me grab this. This is what I mean by I'm doing this stuff like behind the scenes on the channel while you guys are waiting, going, hurry up. And I'm like, I'm going as fast as I can. Let me get to this, and then I'll put the link. Oh, yeah, this is going to be efficient. Wow, I'm so techno proud. I smart. Okay, paste. And then I'll click here. It actually isn't even on the right page, so I'm saving in the wrong one. But look, so on this page, let me make this bigger so you can see what I'm doing. So you can see this is the ACLJ. This is a Christian site. There's a lot of pro-life stuff on here. But if you go up here at the top, you'll see, look at this highlight right there, petitions. You see all that? See that? Petitions. So we're going to click this. And then this has remove DA Fani Willis from prosecuting Trump. Help us reach 50,000. They're at 47,000, almost 47,000 signatures right now. So let me click here and see what it takes. I have to put my real name, my real email that I don't want to show you guys, and my zip code. So let's read this together. Here it goes. The radical left is weaponizing the justice system against conservatives. It's outrageous and dangerous. And I want to really focus on dangerous. They don't know what they're doing, man. This is tearing our legal system apart. Fani Willis campaigned on prosecuting Trump. She hired her boyfriend and paid him lavish sums, including potentially using taxpayer dollars. Okay, we're going to skip down to this. This is a political prosecution. The DA is tainted. The evidence is tainted. And the impropriety here reeks of injustice. This is what we're signing the petition for. Now the case is appealed. We're taking action. Our senior legal team, including our own formal Georgia prosecutor, is filing a critical amicus brief urging the Georgia Court of Appeals to hear the case and disqualify Fani Willis. This case isn't just about Trump. This is about ending the two-tier justice system, of justice, and defeating political prosecutions. Georgia is ground zero in the fight. We're fighting on the path of every American. This is the petition. Put my name in here so I can show you. There's Doug. Oh, that's my first name. Okay. And then down here, table, zip code. I don't want to give that on the air either. So let me turn this off so I can fill this out. But I am going to fill it out. There's my email, my main email. I'm putting in. Oh, I don't want to do that either. Let's do, let me find this email here with my account. This is going to be painful for you guys. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Where is my email? There it is. Ooh, yeah. I'll use, it's the Doug in Exile email. Target exile. At gmail.com. There we go. And my zip code. I forgot my zip code. I got to look at my driver's license. Man, brothers, when you go over 50 and man, okay. I could only remember my zip code from LA. Okay, and then I hit sign the petition. Oh, look, then there's a donation thing where they want your money. Thank you. Donate once, donate monthly. I'm not donating to you. I'm not submitting a donation. Okay, so some of you can donate to that great cause if you want, of course. I never want to tell people where to put their money. But look, we have new members coming in. Okay, let me get to some of your chat now. 3,000 people. What do you guys want to talk about? Oklahoma for president. Yes. Look at that. Just signed. Aiden Daniels, my people. I just signed, you just signed. We want to get this thing to 50,000. Look, we have 3,000 people. We could get it there right now if all of you signed that petition. Now, they're probably going to start sending you spam to that email you put in there, but that's just the way things work now. Earthworm Jim, I loved it. There's my people. Diddy did it. Yeah, we did. We were the first to break the Diddy news, by the way, weeks before everyone else found out about it. We did a show on it. You got to go back in my library and you'll see, because one of my buddies, Michael, over on my locals channel, he works for a tabloid, a big major news or TV organization. And he said Diddy is in trouble. And then a week later came all the busts of him and everything. Look, there's a Canadian. Please take her and fire her. We hear you, Canada. America's hat is weighing in. Canada, America's hat is weighing in. I'll be signing. It's free. Yeah, it's free. Other than they get your email. I think that's where the money comes in for them. They get your email. November 5th, don't stay home. That's true. No matter how far they're ahead, we want as many votes as possible. And keep your eyes open. You know what I mean? Watch those voting precincts. Look for anything weird, anyone doing anything shady with your votes, who's not checking the names right, who's not checking signatures. That's what I want to see. Doug in Exile, I live in Middle Tennessee, says Sherry K. Well, I'm in Franklin. My Tennessee people. Just signed. There's Grandpa Carl. Thank you, Grandpa Carl. I appreciate your signature. There's another one. Just signed. Just signed. Oh, yeah. These numbers are going to blow up, guys. This is going to be beautiful. Let me, I wonder if I can check. Let me check my history here. I don't even know how to find my history. That's how bad I am at this. Oh, yeah, I go up here. History. Let me find that remove DA Fani Willis. I wonder if those numbers go up live. Yes, they do. Guys, your signatures are going in. They're going in live. They're going up right now because of us. You see that, guys? Let me screen share this because I want to show you this. Let me do a present because you guys are killing it right now. Let's do a share screen. Oh, this is funny. Guys, we can do this live. Okay, you can click the link in the description, right? I don't want to subscribe. Click the link in the description. And then you go at the top, there'll be petitions up here. And you click that petitions and look at the numbers are going up live. That's you guys. 31, 32. Oh, yeah, this is too beautiful. Okay, guys, it's time to bury it. Get in the live video down in the description. You click the link. You hit this petitions thing. You put in your first name, last name, email, and your zip code. Now, the zip code, I don't think they're going to count if you're out of state. I'm out of state. But I still like the idea of us putting our numbers in. I don't care what they do with them. I just want them to be able to go into court and say, we've got 50,000 signatures. And they'll go, 20, probably 10,000 of them are from voters in Fulton, in Georgia. So, you know, we want to really bury them with lots of, but that 50,000 signature reach is what we want. Look at them going up, guys. You guys are great. Numbers. Keep them flowing, my people. This is too funny. Yeah, just signed as well. Look at them all coming in. Signed. Good intel. There you go. There's Beth Graham, $1.99. Signed. Thank you, Beth Graham. Oh, I love you guys so much. This is hilarious. And by the way, many of you also gave to Harrison Floyd's legal fund, and he wanted to thank you for that. So thank you all. There's a member, Sherry Lovesey. When will we, the people, get justice in this case? We all experience the travesty in this case. Yeah. Well, this is my thing on being patient. Let me get the numbers on there. I want us to be patient because look how fast this court case came out. It was quick. And always be suspicious of justice that comes quick. Like it was a panic. It was a political hit job, totally just a terrible idea. And so undoing it does not take as fast if you do it legit. So it's going to take a little patience. It doesn't mean nothing's coming because this one in the Stormy Daniels case and the Florida case are the top three going right now. There's movement in all three of those, but Fani Willis is the one that has the most news because she's so corrupt and so stupid that's the one that really, it's the easiest to do content on. The other ones, there's headlines here and there, but I'm just saying, I'm advocating for patience. Okay. There's my sign. Anyone can sign the petition. That's right. Signed. Where's the petition, please? Okay. I told you, you go to you can go to aclj.org, aclj.org. That's the aclj.org. And you click at the top, it says petitions, but I also put a hot link to the thing down in the description. So you should be able to just click that link, go to petitions, put your signature in. And we're blowing this thing up right now, guys. we're getting them. You'll be able to say we did it. That's the one great thing about having a giant channel is we can show up out in the public. There's James R asking for a link. Oh, another thing I can do is put the link in here, look. Edit, copy. I can put the link down. I can post it because I'm the owner of the channel. I can put a link in there. There we go. Okay, you should be able to click that link down in the chat. Okay. Yeah, this is 5:52. I'm 4 minutes behind the chat. Let me swing down here a little bit. I'll be scanning for you guys. Yeah, this is great. You guys are doing great. See, you're doing your little part. We don't have to just complain. You can sign a free petition. How fun is that? It's interactive. It's like a video game. Let's check the number again here. 47,208, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, this is killing me. That means we've done about, because I think we started it was 100 short of 47,000. So we're at about 300 signatures now just from this show. Everybody, you got to get in. Oh, this is someone saying, what chat are you even looking at, Doug? I'm looking at this chat. I'm just behind because you guys, if you guys pound in chats, it just goes up by the hundreds. So I don't see it. And then the super chats stand out, just so you guys know the format of this. The reason why I can always see super chats is they stay at the top for a long time. So I can see those. That's what you pay for, is being seen. Here we go. I'm going to throw it in the chat again. Get ready. There's my comment. And I put in that link, that petitions link. I don't know if you can click it or if you just paste that into your browser, but it's aclj.org. There you go. Signed. Good job, guys. There it is. Where's the petition? Another one. All my boomers, Roger McHenry, all my boomer people, we'll help you. We'll help. GT Gibbs, $1.99. I'm going to throw that link in the chat again, and you guys are all signing it. Oh, Fani Willis, she's going to hear from Doug in exile, guys. She's hearing from us right now. She's going, what happened to that petition in one day? Yeah, we're going to let them know, as Gimli said in the Mines of Moria, we'll let them know there's still one dwarf drawing breath in the mines of Moria. We're going to let them know there's some people in exile that have a little something to say. Doug and Exile, the link works. There you go. Thank you, Captain Tom. I appreciate the feedback on that. I never know if I'm doing it right or not unless I hear from you, so thank you. Yep, signing it. Where? Oh, yeah, look at that. 47,366. It's a tsunami. There's more. Signed, just signed. Yeah, 1954. I'm a boomer. Mark A. Steele Senior. I'm 57. I feel you. I was born in 66. I feel you, man. Everything's like, how does that work? And then my kids got on the computer like, Dad, this is the hot key. Like, don't give me your hot key. I point and click everything. Click it or ticket. Fani needs to be walked out in cuffs. That's true. Signed, hundreds of you. Signed, thank you. Oh, yeah. 4,700. You guys are going to pound this thing. She's going to have a heart attack. There's Zebos Arcade, $5 super chat. I live in Georgia, just signed. Earthworm Jim is groovy. My Earthworm Jim people. And look, he's a fellow fan of Big Trouble in Little China. That's the villain as his avatar from Big Trouble. That old Kurt Russell movie. I think John Carpenter directed it. Here's Chewy 180, $2 super chat. Wife and I signed it. That's two. That's a twofer. It's a tumor. That's a twofer. Good job, guys. That's too funny. Dog walked. Walk the dog. There you go. Just signed. I'm from Canada and I signed. Look up Fulton County zip code. We didn't see that. Signed. Thank you, Lady Love. I turned 50 yesterday. Ozark Ghost Hunter, you're just a kid. 50-year-old kid. Halfway to 100 years old. Signed. There's 1942. Linda Stafford, you're like my parents' age. Linda, Grandma Linda. Thank you. I think my dad was born in 1941. So I'm impressed you even figured out the computer. That's a terrible thing to say. You figured out the computer. Good girl. I can't get on these things. I just hate them. Okay, look at that. Whoa, $20 super chat. Thank you, Brian Hester, with those guitars up there, electric guitars. He's got to play or he's got to make them or collect them. I collect them. I can't play. I know 5 chords. Brian Hester, $20 super chat. Trump 2024. That is right. Fani Willis is the biggest, the most obscene, huge, rude thing against Trump. Those 18 co-defendants, that was a giant circus. Now, Jack Smith out, doing with Chutkin out in Washington, D.C., that's more small and tactical. Then you've got the criminal cases with Stormy Daniels, Alvin Bragg, and Letitia James. Those are smaller, right? They didn't involve a jury. That was just very psycho evil, 1 or 2 people. But Fani Willis involved a mass, and she got sloppy. She got too big. She thought she was all that. Signed the petition. Thank you, guys. Signing. There's a 1961. Let's see. Beach life. My brother is. He was born in 64, so that's getting closer. You could be my older sister. Birthday was yesterday, too. No, my son's birthday is today, Johnny's. So yours is off by 1 day. There's Latinos for the real President Donald J. Thank you to my Latinos Loco SOB. He is a crazy SOB. There's signed in Texas. I don't want to turn 50. Free wheel burning, it's coming. Time only goes one way. I got news for you. I only want you to cross that 50 line with no regrets. So make sure you get that, you get everything going so you don't go, oh man, I should have done that when I was 50. Richard Bolin, 1949. There's some 1953, 1954, 1950. Link in the chat. Thank you, Catherine, Brandon, so much. Yeah, this is like, I love my audience. You guys are like my favorite senior home. There's Jay Smith, just a whippersnapper, 1976. There's signed what? North. Main guy signed, he's late. We have 3,700 people. We're signing this petition. Where'd it go? See, I pushed the wrong button. That's at the aclj.org. aclj.org. It's a petition to can Fani Willis. Petition, remove DA Fani Willis from prosecuting Trump. So what they do is they get one of their lawyers to present this as evidence in the courtroom. And remember, if they say, I have here a petition to remove Fani Willis with 50,000 unique signatures, and they can check them all, they go, this is evidence. And now this show, this audience becomes part of the evidence. I love that. Man, that's so interactive. It's like showing up on TV and being a little bit famous. How cool is that? Thank you all. You're so great. Yeah, we're moving numbers. 47.7, guys. Don't give up. Find that link, aclj.org. aclj.org. Oh, my cat's outside meowing. What do you want? It's Diesel. He's out there looking at his little head. There's Sean Flanagan, $10 super chat. Metro Atlanta, not Fulton County. Looking for ways to privately reach you. George Andrew Neal, etc. Signed at 47182, born 14 days before Ho Biden. My Sean Flanagan man. The only thing I can say is you can probably find my P.O. box online, but I don't like I get letters and people start sending me checks and stuff like that and gifts. And I feel bad, you know? And I do like communicating with people through the chat is better. Here's GT Gibbs, $1.99 super chat. Smash that like, gang. Like the smash button. Give it some love. Don't just like it, love it. You do the thumbs up. This episode goes out. We're still growing. 3,900 people viewing live simultaneously. Guys, this could be a huge show. And so anytime you interact with a channel, it's like your vote to help multiply it. There's a 1949, link 7369. Thank you, Grandpa or Grandma. There's a 1966. My people, my 57-year-old people. Rick prayed, depending on when you go. I'll be 58 in July. I turned big boy 58. And then, guys, come on. Who can relate to the grief of turning 60? And my people out there who are 70, my people out there who are 80. I don't know if I have any 90-year-olds in my audience. I'd love to find a 90-year-old out there. There's Laura, the lovely Laura Marsh. She's a ginger, 1967. 1958, Sarah from Summertown. Signed, brother. Doing your job. Good work, guys. Our signatures are slowing down. I think everyone who has signed it, we're stuck at 47,725, but we went up almost by 1,000. So 3,700 of you are watching, almost by 1,000. That's not bad. And now everyone's putting their birth year in there. There's a 1974 there's born. Man, you know what I remember? I know the 70s were a dark time for America, but that takes me back to my childhood in those 70s and early teens. I lived in California. So everything was like big banana skateboards and going to the beach and wearing cutoffs and t-shirts and disco and Zeppelin and real tacky variety TV shows like Donnie and Marie. There's RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a $10 super chat and a member. I've crossed over the 70 line, you whippersnapper. You kids and your shaker loud rock and roll. Your music just sounds like noise, right? Your music just sounds like noise. Guess what I say when I listen to the music today? I go, this music just sounds like noise. Laney Button became a member. Thank you so much. Thank you for $5.99. There's, yeah, all of you are signing. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. There's a $2 Canadian Mike McLeod. Thank you, Mike. And I'll keep checking the numbers for the rest of this episode. We'll wrap it up soon. But now you guys know what to do. Anyone who watches this, and if you send this link out to other people, they'll get this episode. They'll follow the directions. They'll click the link in the description. They'll do right along with us. And it's entirely possible that this episode could just blow up and we could really get Fani Willis good. That's all I want to do is have her wake up. 47,800. They're still going up. Okay, there we go. We had a little fart there for a minute, and now it's back up. Let me see if I can get this part of the channel bigger. Can you zoom in? No. No, I did something I did something technical. Whoa, what is that? Precision mode? What am I doing? Oh, look at that. I don't know what I did. What is precision mode? Oh, hide. Okay. No. I've got a thing. I'm going to have to reshare this channel now. What is precision mode? It's on my screen. Oh, man. I just did something weird to my computer. I hate that. When I do key commands, who knows? There's Michael Welch, $5 super chat. My birthday was yesterday also. Wait a minute here. It took me to the fundraising. Oh, there we are. Okay. 47,000. Looks like 730 we're at. So you guys are doing great once again. It's moving. It's moving up fast too. I'm ignoring this weird thing on my screen called precision mode. Okay, let me go back to the screen share here. So I got to present. I'm just going to put it in the corner. Share screen. And, you know, nothing kills a show like tech problems where you're just watching me fumble. Okay, let me get to some more of these super chats here. There's $5 from Lisa Toole. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Appreciate that. Here's a $10 super chat from Lacey P. Doing the her. Signed ACLJ and donated to them. Oh, I like that. Get rid of Fani, or is it Fani? Lock her up. 100%. Thank you, Doug. Thanks for doing that donation too. That's a pro-life site. It's a Christian legal site. So they work through lawsuits. So I can't vouch for them. I don't know enough about them, but I'm glad you guys are reaching out to them. Patty Simonson, $20 super chat. Where do I sign? Let me try putting that link in the description again. If you watch the chat, you just put a link in there. And it should show up in the chat. Like I said, aclj.org. And we're about to cross 901. And we now have what? It's 1,000. You guys just pushed it up by 1,000. So we're doing good. We're going to get this thing over 50,000 signatures, guys. That's impressive. By the way, we're doing the same thing with the vote in November. I'm going to show you guys how to register. If you're not registered, I'm going to show you how to contact your precinct or whatever local voting area there is. I'm going to show you how to mail in a ballot if you have to. I'm going to show you how to reach out to people to help make sure that you get your vote counted. I mean, not counted, but cast. Because I just think with a audience of this size, it could actually be significant in some swing areas. And we really want to target some swing districts like Maricopa, Arizona, even Fulton County, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to find some areas where we can really, especially Pennsylvania, Nevada, we really want to help concentrate and push Trump over. And so if I can help you guys communicate with the Republican Party and make sure that you get your vote in for Trump, signature verified and all that, especially for those of you, some of you have never voted before, and I'll show you how to do it. Some of you have never voted before and you just need help. I want to take care of you through, always do your own research, of course, but I'll be helping, giving you little assignments like number one. The other thing is if you ever go to the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles, that's another way to kind of update your voter registry. You want to make sure that your address is current so that if they do have to mail you a ballot, they go to the right place. There's Fletch Towel, $5 super chat. Carry on, sir. Thank you, Fletch. Appreciate that. There's a $2 super chat from Marcella Johnson. Thank you so much for that support. And then here's a $5 super chat from MJ Salazar. Super sticker. Put stickers on my suitcase. There's Bernard Franks, Canada, $10 super chat or super sticker. Thank you so much for that, Bernard. And then here's Schultz, 5186, $2 super chat. It may take a little time. It's buffering. Yeah, that's what I mean is it's catching up. So it's hung up right now. Right here you can see on 47,960. And so it's buffering. All your votes are coming in. Too many signatures at once are going, what the H is happening? And so then it stops. It's not canceling out your signature. It just has to buffer and verify them all as it goes. So those numbers will keep ticking in a minute. Thanks for that, Schultz. I appreciate that. There they go again. 67, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. That's as fast as it can go right there. Oh, it's beautiful. See, we're using technology, guys. We're gonna give Fani something to think about in court. George Falero Sr., $5 super chat. And if you're watching this after this show has posted, we have 3,400 people watching simultaneously. That means YouTube should bust this show out after I post it, after we stop this thing. It'll still go out and it should have a little bit of a life. We should get up to about, I haven't done a live stream that got under 20,000 views eventually. So it should get up there, 20,000 or so views. Damaso Flores Jr., $2 super sticker. Thank you so much, Damaso. That's very kind of you. And then I talked to one of my editors. I got one guy, a buddy of mine. Oh man, they're so kind. They said they wanted to work for me. I pay them, but they wanted to work for me because I'm a Christian and because they're Republican and they want to support Trump. So even the talent behind the scenes are guys, people that support and believe in this channel. So that's another important thing. There's a big one. Okay. That's an Australia $10 bill from James Tiberius Kirk, my favorite. You've been on I've seen you before. James Tiberius Kirk. That's Captain Kirk, to those of you who aren't aware of Star Trek fame, but his middle name was Tiberius. Hey, Doug, thanks for everything you do. Big fan and patriot from Australia. God bless you. Australia for Trump. Trump 2024. That's right, Australia. And we got to keep you guys, we got to keep your seas freed from China. Australia's always getting nailed by China. They do the subcontractor stuff. There's BG again. RBG, $2 super chat. When we move, how do we get off the old roll? That's a good question. That I don't know. I know that you have to do a formal address change with the Republican Party. So you want to take care of that now, way before the election. So when they start mailing out information on it, it'll come to your correct address. When we move, how do we get off the old roll? I'm actually going to write some of these questions down and make sure that I hit them all on a future show. I'll probably have someone who knows all about voting, like Liz Harris on the show, or someone who's got some, experience with precincts and stuff like that. And there's Lahuda Bonafide, $5 super chat. There's Terry Barnes, $2. God bless from Frankfort, Kentucky. Keep calm and carry is his avatar. That's correct. I carry. Not all the time, but if I'm, by the way, hold on. If I'm going to go see the Eclipse on Monday, and all of the government's doing these warnings, like, look out for terror activity, like concentrations of people, there could be a strike. So when I go to the boondocks to go see the Eclipse, I will be carrying. Okay. And I'm with my daughter. My daughter and I are going to take a little drive Monday. So that might goof up Monday's release. I might be a little late, or I might only do 2 videos that day or whatever. There's Christian Vaughn, $10 super chat, 1960 shout out from Petaluma, California. Petaluma, my Aunt Linda is there in Petaluma. I love that place. It's beautiful. By the way, I have these newts over there. I don't know if you guys have ever seen my newts, but I've got 2. They're a kind of newt that goes from California all the way up the Oregon coast, rough skin newts and Western newts, they're called. But I've actually found them in Petaluma. So I'm sorry for all you guys that aren't amphibian fans. I'm an amphibian nut, especially a newt fan. I own them. My whole life, I've had them. You were the younger brother that was always hanging around, says Christian Vaughn. Signed as well. Keep up the good work, Doug. Thank you so much, Christian. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I was younger brother to my brother James, man. I tagged along with all of his friends. Monster Masher, $2 super chat. This one goes out to my Denair people. I graduated from Denair High School. It's an outskirt of Turlock, outskirt of Modesto, which is an outskirt of Sacramento there. This is Carol, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Carol. That's very kind of you. There's super sticker, $5. I'm looking for people who voted so I can click on a name here. Let's see here. Oh, I got some comedians in the chat ripping on me too. Hit the like button. Thank you. Beaten cheeks too. Hit that like button. We do need likes to push this stuff out. Signed, 48,000 and counting, 48,261. Thank you, Juan Thomas. I'll try to get caught up here. There's Kenneth Stickler, $20 super chat. Thank you, Kenneth. Watch all the time. You're the best. Thanks. Hey, if you guys watch all the time, I'm really proud of tomorrow's Sunday video that's coming out. I destroy the view again. And I know you guys, but I'm really proud of that one. Okay, so tomorrow morning, I think at 10 a.m., I got a view one coming out, and there'll be one more in the afternoon, I think. I try and finish those so I don't have to work on a Sunday. I do finish those tonight. Sean Flanagan, $10 super chat. Doug, you are ignoring the estimated, as of 2023, 30 million invaders who are being sent to swing states. Now, we don't know that, so I'm not ignoring that. I'm just I'm not sure of it. Getting out the vote isn't enough. We must stop voter fraud. But here's the problem. The only way that you can stop voter fraud is by winning in courts. Like you saw how many voter fraud cases went up, and 50 of them got dismissed. So right now, Harrison Floyd is probably one of the better cases right now. But there's Favorito. There's all these guys that have tried, and so I don't think there's going to be as much shenanigans going on with the ballots. I know there's a lot. We have a lot of news on that, but I'm telling you, I think Trump is going to win by a ginormous, uncheatable landslide. That's my thinking. And in hindsight, if I'm wrong, come tell me. Say, Doug, you were wrong. And I'll be like, yeah, I was wrong. But if Trump wins and you guys are all going, it's all going to be stolen, then you have to explain to me what happened. MH2460, but thanks for the super chat. I always appreciate challenges and people reminding me of stuff. MH2462, $5 super chat. Jay Sekulow, founder of the ACLJ. Yeah, I just looked at Jay Sekulow's channel today. He's here on YouTube. Defended Trump in the impeachment hearings, filed and argued at the SCOTUS regarding removing President Trump from ballots. That's right. We've got a lot of guys, I don't know what to say about that, but we have to unite is all I can say. We have to unite. Look, right now, I'm watching Trump at Mar-a-Lago. I don't know if it's today. I think it's today. But he and Melania Trump are doing a log cabin Republican. That's the LGBTQ Republicans at Mar-a-Lago. Now, there's not a lot. There's only abortion's the only issue that I hold higher than that. So am I not going to vote for Trump, or is he not here to save America in spite of the divisions on the right? Because the right, you can divide the right any which way you want. I'm pro-Israel. There's a lot of people that are anti-Israel on the right. I've seen them. They're friends of mine arguing with me online all day. So, but we have to unite to get Trump in office. And oftentimes when you unite, it's pragmatism. You go, look, I have an end. And then suddenly your means, you start going, ooh, I'm in bed with some strange people. I'm in bed with some libertarians. I'm in bed with some rhinos. Catherine J. Kress, $2 super chat. Thank you. I'm just talking about tactics. Jeff J., $20 super chat. Thank you, Jeff. Very kind of you. 48,300. The signatures are still coming, guys. Keep ticking. Click that link in the description. Go over there. You click the petitions button and you put your first name, last name, email, and you're good. And don't use, I try not to give away even my zip code. And there it is on screen. LW, $2 super chat. Linda from Trump and DeSantis. DeSantis loving Florida. I love DeSantis. Unfortunately, I think he's out of the vice president. It wouldn't surprise me if he was Veep. Heather Demaria, $10 super sticker. Wow. And there's a $5 one from Intel Analyst. Love the channel. Love your patriotism. I don't often chop the channel up. Some people save the super chats to the very end. And I like the idea of it live. I like the idea of asking questions with super chats live. Demi Ocasio, CHF, $10 super chat. Thank you, Demi. Signed from Switzerland. I love Swiss cheese. Love the program. She have to be removed. Lock her up. Trump 2024, we agree. Thank you, Demi. Super chat. Thank you for I do think it's entirely possible. I don't know if she'll get locked up, but she needs to at least be disbarred. It's a much lower criteria you have to hit to get someone disbarred where she can't practice law anymore, because it's ridiculous that she's a lawyer. It's ridiculous. Linda Gordon, $10 super chat. And she needs to be removed from the case. She doesn't have to go to jail to be removed from the case. Throwing her in jail is hard. Removing her from the case is easy. Why aren't they doing that? I mean, McAfee, he did give them an out. He said, this is open to appeals, and Trump's appealing it. So I do think he kind of protected Trump in a cowardly way. Janet Whitaker, $5 super chat. Thank you, Doug. We love you. What will happen at 50K? Will they continue to take more? Yes, they will continue to take more signatures. They'll keep going. It will blow way beyond 50,000. I just wanted to make sure that we were a large chunk of that. Okay. Right now it's stuck at 48,337. There the numbers go again. So it's buffering and then it goes up and slows down. Get in there, guys. You got to show them what we're made of. There's Audrey Girl, $10 super chat. Hello from Oh man, this is going to take a while. Petitonica, Illinois. Thank you so much, Audrey Girl. I appreciate that. You guys that support this channel, we appreciate it. You don't have to. It's all voluntary. It's all friendly. We're all being cool here. There's Fernando Limon, $10 super chat. Ex Manteca deplorable. Now living in Newport, Tennessee. Wait, are you from Manteca? Like Manteca, California? Where the Manteca water slides used to be? I used to go on the water slides in Manteca. That place stunk, man. They had the sugar beet plant there. Now living in Newport, Tennessee. That's my people. Trump wins. Get a caravan to D.C. for his swearing in ceremony. That's right. And he'll go, now everyone, now that I've won, Everyone peacefully walk over to the Capitol. Oh my gosh. It'd be great. No one goes over a barrier. Everyone's just Trump, Trump, Trump. And then here come the Democrats. They look like orcs crawling up the mines of Moriah, crawling up the side of the White House, and they start burning it all down. We already know the Democrats will do it. It was all just them projecting. E.S. Gravois, $20 super chat. You kids, get off my lawn. Love you, Doug. That's true. Get off my lawn. That's my other statement is chop wood. Get off my lawn and chop wood, you kids. Turn those video games down. $10 super chat from Myrna Hernandez. Thank you, Doug. Thanks, Myrna. Appreciate you. And there's a $10 super chat from Myrna Hernandez. Thanks, Doug. Thank you, Myrna. Appreciate that too. We're getting caught up. Shelly, $5. I just fell out of my own show. I pushed a button. I pushed a button and fell off my own show. I'm a terrible boomer. I could have closed this whole thing down by accident. If I right swipe on my mouse, it takes me off this show, and I'm just going, holy. Yeah, there it is. Blue-haired orcs crawling up the Capitol. That's what's going to happen in November. We'll all peacefully walk and cheer for our new president, Emperor King Trump, and the blue-haired orcs will be crawling up the walls of the Capitol, burning it to the ground. Just another knucklehead, $20 super chat. Great info. I really enjoy your channel. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this one I didn't know about, this petition, which has fallen off the channel. I should probably pop it back up. We're at 48,388. Let me get to present. Share screen. This is like a video game to me. I used to make video games. For those of you who don't know, I'm a video game designer. It was all in the 90s, a little bit in the 2000s. I'm a pretty big deal in the history of video games. But that's in the past. Now I do the news. Signed. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Blue-haired orcs, great band name. True. Copyright it, someone. Copyright that name, Blue-haired orcs, before someone makes a band. Forwarded to X. Thank you, Dina. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you post this out on other social media hate having outbound links, but it's the only way you can share, right? Is you post them on your social media, say, look what I found, and every once in a while, some of them get through. Fani Willis is an all-pro ho. Game, there you go. I'm a boomer. Carl W., I'm a boomer. Yeah, me too, my brother. And I used to build them and program them, the computers, that is. That's right. I used to be, but now the operating systems, they change, they update. It's like solid state cars too. You can do a lot less with computers now than they used to because they've got it all under the hood. Robert Winsman, Doug made Earthworm Jim. That is correct. I made that video game. That's my most famous thing. Okay, 48,416. We're still going up. Look at this. Doesn't. Oh yeah, look at that. I did it. Okay, I got that. Whatever was on the screen that was bugging me before, it's off. Now you guys let's do a little informal vote here. Let's do a vote for vice president in the chat. Hit me up with who you want. And we'll do a little informal vote. There's VeggieTales. No, VeggieTales is not eligible to be vice president. Good day from Melbourne. Let me see here. Yeah, there you go. I will be the recreator of the Neverhood. Good job. I love new gamers too. I'm always encouraging them. I go, just make stuff. That's all I did was I made video games. There's Vivek. There's a Vivek vote. Doug, what will you do without the view? Probably wither, dry up, and die, James reads. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. The view? It's the gift it's like Fani Willis. It keeps on giving. Because those ladies, I swear, they will put up a video clip every day, one or two on every show. And I think they think they're doing good, and really they're feeding the animals. They're just feeding me. And I just mock them relentlessly. Okay, let's get us up to 48,500 and then I'll cut the show. How's that? We'll share this moment together. But I do believe we will hit 50,000. So especially if all the streamers start hitting it, we're going to do it, guys. There's Gail Marie McQueen, $10 super chat. Please check out Melanie King of Refutation of Georgia, Secretary Brad Raffensperger's false claimed election. It is a huge bombshell from Montana Girl. Okay, my Montana Girl. Melanie King on Reputation. I've been watching a lot of the Raffensperger stuff go down. I'm just, that stuff is 4 years old. And so if there's news or progress on the case, on him getting rejected, there's always people proposing stuff. Oh, there's Byron Donald. There's Ben Carson for vice president. There's Tulsi. There's Sarah Sarah Hutchinson. I'm sorry, Ben Carson. There's another one. Let's see. Ben Carson. There's another Vivek. Lee Zeldin from New York. There's Vivek, no good. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but you're allowed. Ivanka Trump for vice president. Mark Levin. Karen Perkins, my gal. Now you're talking my language. There's DeSantis or Tulsi, Kristi Noem, Margie Taylor Greene. We love all these names. Elise Stefanik, we love. Noem. Ron DeSantis is the best choice based on his state's performance. He's definitely got a big resume that you cannot argue with. Byron Donalds, Tucker, or Vivek. Let me get back down here. Here's Court Jester Crawford, $5 super chat. Thank you, Court Jester. Signed and subscribed. The Midwest loves your work. Thank you to my Midwest people. My best friend lives in Shawnee, Kansas. So my heart goes out to you guys as you're about to get buried in cicadas. There's a Kerry Lake. There's Elon for VP. I don't think I don't know if he's eligible. He's not born in the United States. He's born in South Africa. There's Byron Donalds. There's another Vivek. There's a Tulsi. There's Don Jr. Don Jr. Okay. Kathy Frame, I haven't thought of that name, but here's the only reason why I like Don Jr. is it would give the left the maximum heart attack. I can't think of a candidate, right? Maybe Alex Jones. Okay. I think Don Jr. as Veep and Trump as president would probably give the left maximum heart attack. Just think, day after election, remember the streets will be on fire and we'll all be laughing at them. There's a Kennedy. He's been doing a lot of press. He's about to go to war with Biden, man. And he is going to help get Trump elected. So I thank him for that. I think he's a bit of a crazy, but he's allowed. There's Tulsi Gabbard with her military experience. My problem is, for someone with Mark S. Black, for someone with military experience, she's really derided our Second Amendment rights. So there's Kash Patel, VP. I think Kash Patel is going to be Attorney General by the sound of it. There's Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee. Unky Dookie says Marsha Blackburn represents us here in Tennessee. She'd be a great vice president. There's Devin Nunes. That's entirely possible. Maybe they make a little business arrangement. There's JD Vance. I love him, and I think he's probably got one of the better chances. There's Jay Dayhoff. Hi, Doug. Nice hairdo. Well, we were growing it out a little bit, and then we have to put some slickum in it to keep it off my face and not make me look like a root. If you guys want to see me as a lunatic, join. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You pay $5.99 a month, and you can watch the private members-only video that's live that we did this morning with my hair just straight up. I went straight out of bed, and I mean, it was at least this big. It just looked like a mad scientist, and I went on the air. So that's going to be all the behind the scenes stuff I'm going to devote to the members only site. But, oh, there's a Candace Owens. I don't think Ben Shapiro would like that. Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens have agreed to a debate where they're going to debate about the Israel, Hamas, anti-Semitism, ADL, all that stuff. General Mike Flynn, I like him. This is why we like him. And Antigone Freeman and Terry Stangl The View is Trump's free advertising. And that's the number one reason I like him. Okay. Lee Zeldin, DJT, Donald Trump Jr. All right. Well, there's Laura Boebert if they force her out. And you can always use her as a life raft if you get in a plane crash. Petition? What petition? Oh, there's a new kid in the chat. Let's help him out. ACLJ.org. We're all signing this petition. ACLJ.org. And it's to remove Fani Willis from the Trump prosecution. They're going to use it in court. We're at 48,493. Just 7 away, and then I'll wrap. So, at least in my audience, I would say it looks like Byron Donalds and maybe Ben Carson are top 10, and Vivek. A lot of Tulsi too. But I think Byron Donalds seems to be the great unifier of my audience as I'm scanning over hundreds of votes. That looks like your pick. But it really is spread out against a ton of people. There's a Tucker. There's a vote for Earthworm Jim for vice president. And there's another Mike Flynn. So, but I think Byron Donalds, look, here's another Byron Donalds. So he seems to be a top tier guy. And Christy Noem's up there too. There's a Michael Latham, $10 super chat, rock on Doug. Thank you so much, Michael. It's very kind of you, that super chat. Trump and Doug. I got a rainbow. Trump and Doug from Lisa Michael. Log Cabin Republicans meeting at Mar-a-Lago. I don't know, man. You want to make the evangelicals? What is this? What are you going to, I don't know. I can't even talk about it. Jeff J, $5 super chat. Well done, Doug. Doug in exile for VP. You're the first. Someone else might have said it, but I didn't see it. I would not. Well, you have to serve if he asks, but it would probably be a cut in salary. But I'd be next in line for president. I can't even imagine, dude. They'd have so much dirt on me. They'd look at my Twitter feed they'd look at any of these videos, one of my bad videos, mean videos, man. And it would be the end of my political career. Marco Rubio. Now, I think Marco Rubio's top tier in the running too, Ron Henning. There's a $10 super chat from Eve. Where will you be during the eclipse? God bless you, from Paducah, Kentucky. Thank you for all you do. Let me check. My daughter's going to show me where we're going to be. Let me see here. It's Paducah, Kentucky. That's where we'll be. It looks like at Noble Park, Eve. We'll be there. Look for me. My daughter's 6'4" and blonde. Very hard to miss her. So look for me. I'm 6'8". She's 6'4". Father-daughter. At Paducah, Kentucky, it looks like we're going to Noble Park. I don't like going to crowds of people either. If I can just go off on a neighborhood sidewalk and park my car, I don't like being around crowds. People are wacky. Not you, Eve. Other people. The person next to you. There's MH, $2 super chat with a great expression on there. And we're at 48,517 signatures. So no more super chats. I'm cutting them off. If you guys are midway super chat, there's John Anderson with the rebel flag signed. Yeah, you found it. Ooh, Lee Elder, vice president. I love Lee Elder. He's a big inspiration to me. Like him a lot. I used to listen to his radio show. So any of the talk radio guys have informed the way that I talk and the way that I run my show. Probably the biggest influence would be Rush Limbaugh. But remember, he would just go over articles that Matt Drudge would put online. Mark Levin is the smartest guy I've ever listened to in my life. I listen to his show often. Hugh Hewitt is a favorite of mine. He was always very kind to me. Even off radio, he'd let me come to the station and sit in on with him and Dwayne. Dennis Prager's been very kind to me. He's another big one in talk radio. I used to listen to, who is the real mean guy in the, what was his name? Michael Savage. I listened to Michael Savage back when he was early. I haven't heard from him in 15 years, but he's another one that would just crack me up. Just a bomb thrower. There's Lisa Compton, $5 super chat. JFK Jr. for vice president. Come on. I'm trying to like him. He has a voice for silent pictures, you know. His voice like a chainsaw. But I like him, and I like him attacking Biden on all the investigations of the DOJ hitting him too. I think he's an important candidate, and he could get Trump elected. So that's the good news on him. Okay, I got one last super chat here, and then we'll jump. This is James Burla, $5 super chat. Voter, Georgia has proven unreliable corruption, and appears Kelly Loeffler's election was stolen too. I'm not allowed to comment on stolen election talk, just for the sake of keeping this channel alive. So, you know, Mike Savage on YouTube. Yeah. There's Dean Cain. I just heard that Dean Cain has endorsed President Trump. Oh, we got Superman. Now, one of my buddies, Bernard Franks, is doing a comic book with Dean Cain. My buddy, Gabe El-Taib, he's colored my books. He's doing a comic with him. There's Truvaloo Williams, $2 super chat. Doug, there are great brain supplements. Try them. Yeah, I see those ads. Just another knucklehead, $5 super chat. JFK es muerto. I think they mean RFK. Maybe. I mean, if they can have, I'm not going to comment on his assassination either. Although RFK is coming out and saying he thinks someone took out his uncle. So, well, the good news is you guys helped. You guys did your good work for the day. Okay. For those of you just checking in, if you haven't signed this petition, then help us give Fani Willis a little something to think about. It is at the aclj.org, and you click petitions. You put in your name, your email, and your zip code, and she gets a message loud and clear. We're at 48,559. There's, I like bourbon a lot. If that's your bar, I'll say, I like bourbon too. $5 super chat. Enjoying the show with an old-fashioned cheers. Ooh, that's my wife, the Love Miss Snape and I's favorite drink when we go out. We have an old-fashioned because we're old-fashioned. We always say we were born 40 years too late. The thing that I don't like about old-fashioned, though, if they do too much of that mulled cherry and it gets too sweet, So I tell the bartender, I'll say, we'd like an old-fashioned, easy on the sweet. Okay, so the bitter comes out and the orange peel and all that comes out. So that's my advice on drinking an old-fashioned. Of course, right now the house is pretty dry. I think I have beer in the fridge. Pretty dry. There's, what's this say here? Keep signing the petition. The numbers are still going, guys. That's right. Don't stop. We're at 48,567. And I thank you for all you guys who signed the petition. Like the lovely Johnny W., the handsome Johnny W. Strayhorn, petition signed. Thank you for doing your work. The numbers are still going up. We're going to still get them. Love my Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for VP. I guess, how about hiring him on security instead? Can we do that? 48,572 we're at now. Still going up. Going strong. 73. All right. Mike Lindell, My Pillow guy, right? Yeah, we love Mike Lindell. It's not over yet. You're saying that many signatures. 575 I'm seeing. 22,787 people signed today. That's mostly us, guys. That's a lot of us. So if you're watching the show, keep doing it. Tomorrow morning, we'll wake up and we'll see that the aclj.org met their goal of 50,000, and we were part of putting it over. There's Eric Olmstead, $20 super chat. Thank you, Jan. Born in 1953, now the same age as old people. Jan, we're all old. We're all old. I mean, to me, you know what it's like being 30. When you're 30, you're going like, if you're 35, you're old. So I'm just saying, at some point, I figure when I crossed 50, I was more than halfway through life. So I don't think you can call me young. At best, I'm middle-aged. But look, middle-aged even implies if I'm 50, I'm going to live to be 100. I'm 6'8". There are no 6'8", 100-year-old people. Okay. We have thin veins, weak hearts. I don't know. There it is. Look at Pete. Took me a few, but I got her signed. Thank you for sticking with it, Pete. I know these things can be frustrated, finding them and doing your work, but together, I want to show you guys what a mass can do. We can do mass fundraising for candidates. We can do mass support of signing signatures and we're casual. Look, we're sitting here talking while we're having fun. Everyone's having fun doing it. There's a North Main guy, $5 super chat represented by a moose avatar. Greetings from Moosehead Lake. Well, that explains the avatar. From the path of totality with clear skies forecast. Can't wait. My people, we're going to finally go outside and the sun will be blotted out in righteousness. It's going to be great. The last one, it was really weird. Here in Tennessee, I went to a total blackout. I mean, it just goes like, you see it going dark over on the horizon. It just comes at you. Ooh, dark. Okay. It's almost like electricity's in the air and it turns night. And then crickets start chirping within like 30 seconds. Crickets. It's spooky. They think it's nighttime and they turn on the juice. Really weird. There's Lauren McBride. Goodness. $50 super chat. Lauren McBride, I don't deserve you. You're too kind. Thank you for joining Doug in exile. It's not so lonely when you're in exile together. I've got so many. I'm buried in patriots. I'm buried in good people. I'm buried in older people, and I like older people. I don't know if you knew this, but this is true for me and a lot of my conservative friends. We always find ourselves hanging out with older people because we admire wisdom. We're not trying to look cool with young kids. We like getting the wisdom. So I love older people. I have many, many friends at church and everything too. What I can't stand is hanging out with junior hires. Now, the beloved Miss Tenaple and I, we chaperoned a junior high dance, and I was crawling out of my skin the whole time. For school, we chaperoned one of the school. Not a fan of junior hires. Everybody else, especially people that I would say are 35 and up. 35 and up, you don't freak me out so much. How's that? 35 and up. You start getting in 22-year-old, and he's telling you about the video games and what apps he's using. I'm just like, There's Trevel and Gale, 2 pounds of flesh. The old stay old. Only the young gets old. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I got news for all you youngsters out there going, I've got you beat. I'm like, dude, I hope you do beat me. I hope you actually get a family and are happier than I am when you're 57. I hope you do better. I hope you accomplish more. I hope you're wiser than me, like my kids are. They're not making the dumb mistakes I did when I was their age, so they're already wiser than me. Look at this guy, Don Callies. My wife is 30 years younger. Dude, still not keeping up with me. I don't want to know specifics, but my hat's off to you that she can't keep up with you. Jay Coulter, men do that all the time. You know, they're marrying girls way younger than them. Jay Coulter, $10 super chat. It's crazy. Everyone be knowing about Fani and Nathan Wade, but no one mentioned she also shagged a gang member in her efforts to get him to turn on Young Thug and indict him and many others. Yeah, that was the early rumors about her, that she was trying to, it's true. I don't know that that happened. I know that's the rumor. And she has commented on it when they say, you know, you did this with a rapper. And she goes, girl, I like older men or something like that. I don't know. I don't, you know, some of this news and this gossip can go straight in the toilet. And then suddenly I'm spending my whole day talking about just dirt. And I like cleaning it up a little. We try to run a family channel. Look, there's Caleb. See a Charlie. $5 super chat. Off topic, but if the eclipse end times theories weren't enough, some people are freaking out over the red heifer stuff too. Yes, that's a red heifer prophecy that some people believe in, that it's a sign that Israel's going to start doing sacrifices again in the temple. They don't have a temple. And you know, let me give you some other backfill on this, Caleb. You know, there was a rumor that if Iran ever attacked Israel and Israel dropped a nuke on them, the nuke was called the Third Temple. It was a nickname to the Jews, the Israelites. So, not the Israelites, the Jews, Israel. They're not Israelites, are they? Okay. And so all this rumor that they're going to start at the temple and start sacrificing the red heifer again, which I don't think is true. But a lot of end times people, messianic people, more end timesy people than anything else, believe that that is one of the signs of the coming apocalypse. Now, I've heard this rumor, and I'm being serious now, because I remember when the movie The Late Great Planet Earth came out in like 1979 or something. We all saw it in the theater. That's Hal Lindsey. And he started a lot of this end times talk. Ever since then, I've seen a news article almost every year saying that the Jews are going to start breeding red heifers for sacrifice. So you look up those news articles, you'll see them going all the way back. So again, this year, they've genetically modified and created a red heifer, whatever. All I know is Jesus died for my sins, and the blood of bulls and goats cannot forgive sin. So I don't want to stop Israel from doing what they want to do with their sacrifices, but I am not subject to it. And Jesus was a Jew and he died on a cross for me. So there. I hope that clears everything up. Does it? Am I caught up yet? Yes, I am. And on that happy note of the end times, Okay, this eclipse is not the one you're looking for. Red Bull. He's shouting. Are you ready to drink the drink? Yeah, I'll do that, Red Bull. They're already there and standing by. Late Great Planet Earth and the Late Great Planet Earth return, says Kevin Rose. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I saw it in a theater, man. I was terrified. Listen to Andy Wood's Ministries to learn about end times prophecies, pastor's point of view, MH2462. Not a big fan of the end time stuff. Now, I was raised on all that stuff. So we were looking for the rapture and everything. And, you know, I'm more Reformed Presbyterian now. They tend to go preterist. That the book of Revelation was more about early church history that would already have, a lot of it has been overcome. Obviously, Revelation 22, Jesus hasn't come and wiped the tears of us yet. That's in the afterlife. That's after everything. After he comes to roll up the carpet. I'll remind you all, of course, pray to Jesus. If you have not repented, repent. That's my job. I mean it. Dan Callie's $20 super chat. Don Callie's, I'm so sorry, it's $20 super chat. Life is a long vacation for the one that loves their job. Yeah, I have a pretty good job. I'm very thankful. I'm thankful for all of you. Okay, we're up to 48,734. I'm confident you guys will continue to take this to 49,000 and 50,000. I'm going to jump. I'm going to go get some dinner. Let me get on the full screen here. I don't want to get teary-eyed. If I tell you guys what you mean to me, I'd get all choked up. So I'm not going to do that. That'd be ugly. But I'm really happy with you guys. My prayers go out to you that you would find, that you would be happy, that you would obey God, that you would do what's right, including being a citizen in the elections and being a member of your community and taking care of your family. Being a friend to the lonely person next to you. Some of you are in old folks' homes. There's an old person over there no one wants to talk to because they're crazy. I always expect the Christians to go over there and give it a shot with them and try to be friendly with them. I teach my kids because all the kids always want to be friends with the popular kids. And I always tell my kids, you go find the kids that have no friends and you go be his friend or her friend, no matter how difficult. The creepy kid sitting alone with the greasy hair down on their face. Go be their friend. That's who I was when I was your age. So on that note, thank you guys for being a member. There's Tena Butang. On that note, repent, my brothers and sisters. Thank you, Bernard. Thanks for your backup on that. And I'm praying for all of you, praying for great blessings, great happiness, safety, and praying for Donald Trump. Lord, protect that man. We got to get him in the White House. But America has a moral problem that politics won't solve. Okay? We do have to fix America's heart. That is going to be a show wrap. Just another little show where thousands of you came and hung out with me. Thanks for keeping me company. I'm Doug in exile.